The NPU card, well, they upgraded it as well. So we really didn't have any more costs associated with the hardware, just for the
time.
Yeah, just for the time of and implementation of it.
Yep. That's one of those extreme switches we were talking about,
Yeah.
Zach, down there that we've used.
This is our Surion hot going back to our hub.
Cloverdale.
We're
Then you
using the same power plant here too. Using 24 volt, and then we got a converter going to 48 to supply all these guys. A big battery backup plant.
This particular this plant isn't ideal. We simply had these 24 volt plants that we pulled out of a cellular build, so we just used them. You'd want to put in a 48 volt, and quite honestly, today's 48 volt, you'll see them up north. I don't know how familiar with rectifiers and battery plants, but the modules are about this rack is about this big now.
Yeah, we've seen it at the studio already before.
Yeah, so things have changed, but we just use them because we had them. So
yeah, this is a 19. Well, this is about 2,000.
Right.
We bought this stuff.
So we're just getting our money out of it. This is all slated to be upgraded.
Including the Cisco.
Yeah. You know what that's for? That's so those guys can pull up here and don't have to get out of their truck.
Yeah, I did the same thing at Birch Tower.
Yeah. See, you always figure that stuff out. The difference between this macro that you're going to see moving forward is you're not going to have all this LMR, this radio frequency cable running up to the radio heads. Now with the compact and the extreme, all of the electronics are up to the top and it's all PoE. There is, on the compact, there is a power wire that runs up as well with the Cat 5. So you're not going to have all this substantial RF cable. It's all tower top now. Amplifiers. Radiohead. Remote Radiohead is what it is. This simply has the radios down here and the amplifiers up top, so you have to run the RF cable.
Each AU is for each sector. Up the top.
And there's 2 outdoor units per AU?
Yeah, we got 2 amplifiers per AU. Yeah. It's a second order diversity setup.
So, moving forward, the installation's quite a bit cheaper and easier. I mean, obviously, look at all those RF lines and all the protection. It's pretty cumbersome as far as installation. Now it's a lot easier. It's not easy when you have problems. You got to get a climber out to go up to the radio head.
Do you guys do any redundancy, any loops within your wireless network?
Right now we're in the middle of looping. We have a site in Casey where it's going to loop that loops back to Thornapple. So we do have a loop. We're talking about putting up some more redundant links off these hub sites to get more redundancy, because we do have spurs. Out to these microsites and stuff, there's spurs.
Our intention is to put in a ring.
Continue with that. You know, from a cost standpoint, it's hard to justify full redundancy until you have the customers. So I've kind of, I think we both have kind of shied away from it until now we're getting to a point where we have enough customers where we really need to start thinking about more redundancy.
When you've got a good power plant and carrier class equipment, outages aren't as prevalent as they might be with our more
But when you have one, and you don't have redundancy, as you know, it's
We had an outage just yesterday.
Yeah, it's terrible. So,
All because of somebody didn't trim a Cat 5 in properly. We had moisture in the line.
Yep. Then customer service gets blown up and it's this, that, yeah. You know the deal.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So this